the weekend approaches, what do you say we settle in and end the work week right with some football? It is time for another edition of Thursday Night Primetime here with the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we get a Thursday Night Primetime showdown between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. So amidst the food and family gatherings, there's one more football game to be played, and we're away on Thanksgiving night. Return starts at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Mayfield now, blitz coming. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Man, Thomas has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Inside give here for Tootin. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Here's the first carry for LeQuint Allen. Now he's past the 25. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. So that's going to go as a pickup of 36 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. It's Allen again. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. He brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. A very quick start here on Thursday Night Primetime. These guys not fazed at all by this spotlight. In fact, Brock, dare I say they might be playing even better on this bigger stage.
Well, that was very, very well executed. And what you find, Kate, in these short weeks, the plans are simpler. You don't have as much time to put as much volume into your play sheet. So it's just that team that executes the little things better often ends up on top.
Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Stroud in the air to start us off. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up second down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Throwing on third down, Stroud. Caught into the hands of the rookie from Arizona State. They gain 11 on that play, and it'll be a first down, Texans. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Give now to the running back. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Tony. And bring the tight end left. Stroud from the pistol. Complete cut to the right. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Their opening drive continues. First and 10 now from the 39. Hand off to the back. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Offense is set. First and 10. Back to the well again. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Here we go. 18.
From the gun, Stroud. Finds him over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Here's another for it. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish off their opening drive. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Here's Baker. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And now they face 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
180! What's up?
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They take the hand off. Now it's Mayfield. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Jaguars in the punt formation. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First and 10 from the 32.
On the quick, right? Tony!
Throwing is Stroud. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Listen, this guy's reputation certainly precedes him in any game he's on the field, but it doesn't always keep QBs away from challenging him, especially early. But you know what will deter quarterbacks? Results, and those are the results he's looking for.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Here we go, let's go. 18, let's say.
To the air, Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Here we go. Down. 18, let's say.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. That'll be the end of one here in our Thanksgiving night game. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. Baker out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
180.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after a 6 second interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Here's Stroud. Looking slant route, complete. And no first down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Oh, 18. What's up?
Here's Stroud now. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's the handoff. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Jets pick it up. And they can't cobble a return together, but they do have the football. They've got it on their side of the field. So he made the stop on the fumble return, but he paid the price for it. He's hurt on that play. He's going to need to get looked at to see what's wrong. First and 10 from the 32. Here's the give. Did well on that play, but might have had some early help. We've got a flag down. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Right up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
To the line they go. It's second down. Mayfield now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. Lays out, what a catch! Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down, here's Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Kate, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All set to go now from the 35. Baker throwing again. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
180.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Little knocks it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
They got the ball off the fumble, and they knew what to do with it when they took over. Just find a way to put points on the board.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Plowing up the middle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
All right. 118.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Here we go. 118.
Back to throw, Stroud. Look at that touch, laid on a platter for him. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first down, they'll run. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Tate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They hand this one off. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier and now totally stuffed on that one.
Third down now, Jaguars going nickel. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. Tony.
Tight end going in motion here. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Brings it in. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
On 18. Let's go.
From the red zone now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans take a 4-point lead.
Texans 14, Jaguars 10.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Taking a shot deep here. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They give it to him again. He gets forward, that's back 4 yards. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now, first round. Connects here with Jalen Noel. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll be a first down, Texans. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
So first down from the 41.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. For the sideline, and it's intercepted. Kicked off by Andre Sisco.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
180. What's that?
This drive, they run by Allen. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield from his end zone. Finds the in route complete. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Baker. Taking a deep shot here. Big gain downfield. At the 20. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grab the lead on their first series of the half. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
17. Texans 14. Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. There's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
18.
Throwing is Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
All right. Tony.
It's round throwing here on first. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
Throwing from the gun here. He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And hopefully they'll have some better blocking on the next play because that was not good. Brings up third down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. Third down.
118. What's that?
Here he goes. Third and long. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Jaguars take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season. But following his interception, he remains out there. Looks like he got banged up pretty badly on that play. They'll send someone out to look at him. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Running from the pistol. Here's Allen. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
180. What's up?
On the give, it's Tootin. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They've got first down here from the 36. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second down give to Tootin. And he gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Baker now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Little knocks it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
All right.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hoping to head in the right direction, man. Save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Stroud. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They get 23 on that one. And it'll be 1st down Houston.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
All right. 18. Outside.
Here's Stroud now. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Third and just 2 to go.
On the quick, right? 18. Outside.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Got his man. This is Noel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Swap. Another swap.
1st down throw by Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go. 18. Outside.
Back to the air they go on 2nd. Stroud. And this one is launched downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
All right. 18. Outside.
3rd and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
The Texans set to punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
1st and 10 at at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
180! Run. What?
Mayfield now off the play action. That's caught Tucker Craft. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. They did it! He made the interception! And the Texans have some new life in the 4th.
Intercepted by the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Another carry for him. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hand off to the back. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
At the 12-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
This time it's a passing play. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Back to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So now the field goal unit runs on in a very big spot. A very short kick here from the right hash.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, well, the game could be on the line with that one.
Washington now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. Play fake. It's Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Demario Douglas. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. First down. Here's Allen. It's a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It's Allen again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the second level and beyond.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 180. What's up?
Right back to Allen. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's third down now. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 9-point advantage. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
17. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. Trying to break it, and he loses the football. Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing the lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and, most importantly, keeping that possession.
All right, working from the gun to Suggs. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Trying to push deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
It's a gain of 52 yards. And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
No timeouts and down 2 scores. They've got to find points quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
Tony.
From the red zone on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Here we go.
Receiver in motion, going left.
18. Outside.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
18.
Stroud from the pistol. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars getting back on his 6th interception of the season.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game viewed and valued by the guys out there?
Yeah, I think they will say, maybe at the podium afterwards, it's just any other game, and every win's a win in the NFL. But you know, kind of like primetime games, when the whole country's watching, when your family, your friends, your peers, everybody gets to take this in and celebrate a holiday, yeah, it's very special.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.